Okay, guys, after, it's probably been almost a week, we are back, and I've got a lot of progress to show you guys, we, and I've also got something I want to have a quick chat to you about. So, I am in game here with Phantom,
Hello guys, Phantom0928 joining all of you again.
and Mandy, who's around there somewhere. No idea if she can hear me. Um, at any rate,
She can.
I've got a little bit I want to talk to everyone about. This server is going to be being replaced here within a couple of months. So our time on this server is limited. Now, I expected the replacement to happen a lot faster than it probably will. I miscalculated how much money I have to put into getting the new server. As those of you who have followed the series from day one probably know, and follow me on my social media probably know, I am running this server off of a spare computer that Phantom actually left before he moved overseas. I am running it. It's a little dinky AMD E-series processor with 4 gigs of RAM, and I cannot allocate any RAM to the server. So we have lag issues, we have hang-ups, we have server crashes. It's a pain in the ass. And trying to run
And
any kind of
honestly,
redstone.
just to add on to what you were saying, I'm honestly surprised with how, considering that it was a improvised computer and some of the parts in there are from 2005. I'm surprised that this server works as well as it actually does for the equipment that we're running it on. We're basically running it on a laptop motherboard with a laptop CPU that's been modded for desktop RAM that you would find in bottom line laptops. So the cheapo Toshiba or HP laptop that you would find in your local Best Buy or something of that nature is basically what we're running the server on, just thrown inside of a desktop tower case.
Good answer. Good answer right there. And it does run very well, but we do have a lot of server lag issues, and we do have a lot of crashes. So one of the problems with this is trying to do anything with redstone and redstone clocks is a real pain in the butt. A couple of days ago, I figured I put everyone in God mode, and we had a lot of fun. We were spawning in gas in the overworld, excuse me, and then switching over to game mode 0 to survival mode, and then running around in circles while all the gas fireballed us. And we made a big mess. We've destroyed an area kind of near the town, and we're going to patch that up. But we also did a lot of building, and I want to do a quick walk around and show some of the building that we've done. Some of it was legit, some of it was done in creative mode, and I really don't have any qualms about it. Normally I'd say, well, creative mode, I'm not very happy with that, but given the fact that this server is going to be replaced and we will be starting on a new world, hopefully in Minecraft 1.8, in an amplified terrain. I want to do amplified terrain because it looks freaking amazing. I'll put a link down in the doobly-doo with a fellow that I watch, a couple of Minecrafters that I watch on YouTube that play on a Hermitcraft server. So I'll put down one of my a link to one of their videos that shows an amplified terrain. I figure since this server will be replaced sometime here within the next couple of months or so, I had really no qualms about putting everyone in creative mode so we could actually get stuff done. This is part of what we were going to do. This was going to be a really big train station. This is actually Phantom's doing. This, I believe, was all in creative mode. And this line was actually finished. I'm not going to do a run across just because lag is really high on the server today.
Well,
So I don't want to
actually,
push it.
why don't we go ahead and see if we why don't we see if we can try to do a run along, because I want to show them the underwater part that goes
Oh,
out behind the code.
yeah,
Or we
that's
could just
not a
go up on
bad
the server.
idea. Let me run out and grab one of my carts, but I want to finish this walk around really quick. So depending on lag, we'll try that. So I think that we could do that. I give in. But this was a creative build. This was not legit. I mean, there's bedrock right here, and you obviously can't mine that in survival. Something else that I did was I modded my mob spawner that I built. This was and this was not my design, so I do not claim any credit for this build, though the mod down at the bottom is my design. I did design this mod down here, and all that is a water stream over ice, because having a humongous hopper table here was just not working very well. It was not very conducive to efficiency, and it was causing a lot of lag. So, and we had a lot of entities just sitting on top of the spawner because the mobs were surviving the fall. What was that, brother?
You want to come in here and show them how it works? I think it's actually really really interesting and actually really creative on your part. So.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna show them how it works. All I did was mod ice and water streams to push the mobs across, and then across again back into this little 4x4 drop area where they fall onto a hopper bed. Right there, there's the hopper bed, and all their drops cycle down through the chests. They snake down, and that creeper didn't drop anything. Goes into a dropper. There's a dropper clock underneath, an active passive dropper clock, into a water stream, into an item elevator, which goes up and then goes across into the building. I did show that in my last jump cut. I still have not managed to fix the filter kit that runs across through this water stream. You can kind of see the bottom of it here, into the back of the building here, and this is where the filter system is, which I still have not managed to fix. But I don't have any major qualms about it, because I can still access all the whatever items I happen to need or want. They're all, I mean, those chests are all empty, but everything is ending up in this chest. And if I really need to, I'll just go ahead and sort all the rotten flesh out eventually. So that's not bad. I haven't really done anything with this since I failed at making it work. So maybe on the next server, once I get an iron farm set up and do some real research, I can actually come up with something a little bit more creative. I suspect the reason that doesn't work is because we are on an outdated client. So that is something that I hope to remedy. I have a little piece of glass here so I can look down and see the little redstone. That's my on-off for the dropper clock. But the dropper clock circuit is underneath there. What else? I mean, I was gonna do this. This was gonna be a beef and leather farm, and I decided I didn't want to do it in God mode, so I kind of just abandoned it, and I just left this here because I was a lazy bones. I think we've all seen the circle, and then I don't know how many of us have seen Oscar's humongous Eiffel Tower build that he's got going over here. This entire thing was legit.
I'd like to go ahead and give people a tour of that. I think would be kind of nice.
Do it. I'll follow you. And that's Mandy there in chat.
You coming?
Yeah. Alright, let me jump in the gate here real quick. Are you over at the tower?
So the point of this tower, I just wanted to add something to my house, which is this, it's this nice little building over here with the American flag. I just kind of, after living outside of the U.S. for a little while, you kind of pick up, you turn into a little bit more of a patriot maybe than you thought you would have originally have. But the tower was really just designed just to add a little bit of look. And then when I started getting into it, I wanted to say, build this thing. And so I just kind of used my imagination and took it away. And even though the tower only comes to a needle point for the last 25% of the way up, you can actually still climb the entire thing. So it's just kind of a nice look out. It is a little bit hairy, so if you're playing this in survival mode, like I am, fall off those ladders.
I think what he just tried to say there was, if you're trying to climb it in survival mode like we do, it is quite easy to fall off those ladders.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know if my audio is that good or not. So,
Your connection kind of comes in and out a little bit, so I might subtitle some of the videos so the folks can understand what you're trying to say. Where'd you go? Are you in the tower?
no, I'm right over here.
Uh,
Oh, geez, okay, I lost connection there for a minute.
yeah, you did. You were standing right there. Oh, there you are. You were standing there and you disconnected, and it didn't show up in the chat. How weird. I think your internet's trying to.
Where are you at?
I'm standing by the tower.
Oh, okay.
There you is.
Yeah, guys, being overseas, server project a little bit more difficult for the both of us. I've just recently set up my own server, um, and once I can get uh, all of my friends that I know to actually access it, we'll go ahead and see how well my bandwidth actually works overseas. And honestly, I really don't expect that to be a pretty picture.
Yeah, no.
And my buddy Ryan here is supposed to get Minecraft 1.8, and when he tries to access that server, well, probably I'm thinking with a little bit more than 3 of us on, it's probably the only thing it's going to be able to handle. So I limited it to 5 people.
Yeah, I'm gonna have mine. The new server. I'm buying a Lenovo Think server, so hopefully it'll be powerful enough. It has a Xeon version, or it has a Xeon E1250. I forget. It's a Xeon series, a quad core, and it's capable of 32 gigs. So why are we dancing around each other? I'm gonna go up and show them the view from the top, because the view from the top is just freaking breathtaking and really quite frightening. I think I did point this out in a last short jump cut, but I don't think I ever climbed all the way to the top. So we're going to climb to the top. So all of you YouTube fanatics are quite lucky today because you get to see the view from the top. Oh, I also wanted to, while we're up here and we can see, this building over here was something that Kay did in Creative. It's a mob spawning room where you can go in and fight mobs. It's a fighting arena. That is the fighting arena that she was planning to do. This little thing on top is my lighting kit, is my lighting system. I did a lighting system for it so that when you walk in, you turn the lights on, and you can see what you're fighting, and then you turn the lights back off to let the mobs start spawning again. However, the mob spawn rate is very low, and I attribute that to because she's sitting right on top of her ravine. I tried to tell her to build it up on the Skyland, but she insisted on building it down here, so that's fine
Where
by
are
me.
you
That was
at? Are
her
you
call.
on the ground?
I'm standing right behind you.
Look up. I can look up. I can see you.
Brother, I'm behind you.
What? No, you're not.
I'm on the glass. You just walked right up. You're standing right. You just walked right through me. Ah, lag.
Okay. Maybe I'm having major connection issues because, as far as I'm concerned, I still see you on the ground.
No, I'm up here. Yeah, you and Mandy are having really bad. Mandy is like 3 bars. You guys have major lag problems. Either that or my server's fixing to crash again. Just because that's our luck. Oh no, the server looks like it's okay. At any rate, I'm gonna go ahead and
Well,
climb
no,
to the
I'm.
top
All right. I don't know. I'm
because
still getting chunk updates. I don't really know what's going on, honestly.
I think your internet is crapping. Ah, see, you left the game. And something just exploded. What just exploded?
I didn't die, did I?
No, I don't think. It just says you left the game. I think your internet is crapping its pants a little bit. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is
Yeah.
the difficulty that we have to fight right now with his not so good Australian internet. Australia does have a history for having not the best internet in the world. So that is what we fight on a day-to-day basis when we try and do these. And
Might I go? Most Australians still use ADSL for their internet connection. Traditional broadband and network optics or copper cabling is something that is only available in the major cities. So you can say in terms of infrastructure, in terms of internet and networking, they're probably a good 15 years behind the United States.
basically what he's saying is Australia, they have not upgraded their internet to um, anywhere near what the U.S. has for um, internet infrastructure, shall we say. So I'm trying to load a far render distance. My computer is making funny noises, and it's crapping his pants. So I'm going to just wait for this to load. I see Mandy down there somewhere in a chunk that hasn't loaded yet.
You know, the funny thing is my audio a little bit more clear now?
It goes in and out. It's a little clearer. I brought your gain up a little bit, but you're still kind of... So you still have these moments where you kind of go roboto. So I'll subtitle those.
Okay. The weird thing is, though, in terms of internet infrastructure to individual houses, Australia is very far behind. However, in terms of cellular networks to whom it may concern, they're actually pretty up to par. They have the same amount of bandwidth, the same network technologies. Now, however, if you're on Verizon or Sprint, they do not use CDMA, but CDMA is not used for LTE. So I'm not sure that really matters. But they have LTE, 3G, HSPA+, 2G, Edge, all that. And the networks, if you're in the major metropolitan areas, you're going to get pretty good bandwidth and throughput through an LTE connection. So the internet service providers, or ISPs, are up to par in terms of connections between corporations and cellular providers, but in terms of the average consumer, they're not. And I wonder if being a socialist government has anything to do with that.
It might very well.
The flag flies. The flag flies in the U.S. for freedom for a reason, people.
And we're going to get a really mixed, controversial response on that. So, as you can see, my computer is just not able to render a far distance right now for the server. I'm not sure if that's because the server is not allocating me chunks or what, but you kind of get an idea of just how far up we are. We are at, I can't even get my coordinates to come up. Wow. That's not good. So I think I'm going to go ahead.
Can you see me coming up? Am I in game or not?
Oh wait, I'm stupid. My heads up isn't on. Yeah, you're in game. Mandy has really high latency, and your latency seems to be very good. But I see you down on the ground down there. Okay, I got my. I'm stupid. I put my heads up display off. We are at 169 Y chord, so we are. You can kind of see we are kind of above the world where the sun and the moon kind of collide. We're way up here. Now, the server, like I said, is not programmed to allocate a whole lot of chunk updates just because for lag reasons. And I'm looking at the lag graph, and it does appear to be doing rather well, but short of me resetting the chunk update allocation and then restarting the entire server, we're not going to get any better than this. So that's about as good as you get. I'm going to take I'm inside Oscar's head. Hi, Oscar. And
How's it going, buddy?
Oh, not bad. I'm in your head. I know what you're thinking. I'm gonna go ahead and take my graphics down a little bit just because to try and save my poor big rig before it dies epically. Ah, sucks for you.
Hey, look at that. Instantaneous death.
Husband, wife, team death.
Well, guys, if you always say that you're going to dive in after your wife, well, I just did that.
Aw, that sucks for you, bro.
Well, at least I used all my XP recently to enchant some armor, so I'm not too disappointed.
Not a major loss, right?
Especially if it was for other people's enjoyment. No, I'm okay with that.
I would still be pissed as hell if I died. I'm sorry, I would be. I don't like dying. I really don't. Even though
Get out, and I didn't realize I was on the edge of the block because you were kind of invading my personal bubble.
You were invading my personal bubble because I was up there first.
Okay, now that I got my stuff back. See, this is exactly what I meant by you have to be careful on the tower.
Yeah, you need a water drop off the side of this. You need like have a little pool of water where we can just jump off the side and drop in.
You know, I might just, you know what? I'm gonna go do that. Actually, that's a fantastic idea.
Yeah. I have not done any work on the jungle base, so all of you that were excited and oh my god, he's gonna do jungle base. I'm sorry. I haven't gotten to it. I have been ill. I have been tired. Work has kicked my ass. The universe has just gotten against me, and that's why it's taken so long to get any of these episodes out. I do apologize to all of you. I'm not trying to make this a long, tedious deal. I'm really not. It's just everything is going wrong for me lately. I've just had a pretty rubbish couple of days. I've had a pretty rubbish couple of weeks, and I haven't had any real good luck. We also did set up a nether portal and the sandstone and glass and all that. This is all legit, so yeah. Not a very good nether portal. It didn't spawn me in a very good spot. Not very good mining. I'm nowhere near a stronghold. So I need to do a nether hub. Probably not going to do it because the server will be being replaced. We did have a creeper explode here in the circle, so I need to fix that. Something else I've been working on, I've been doing a lot of branch mining, and I did my little lean-to for all my extra materials that I don't. I'm going to turn my game sounds down because animals are loud. I don't have any space inside the house for it, but I might rebuild the house sometime soon or add a second story or a second wing, something, I'm not sure. I'm also doing this. I'm doing a stacked wheat farm, something I haven't ever actually tried. I haven't ever tried one of these before, so it's an experiment for me. But all it is just a wheat farm on top of wheat farm on top of wheat farm. Here's the second layer. Real simple. There's nothing in that one yet. And then if you climb up to the top, there's a third layer, and I haven't done anything up here yet. And I might even add a fourth layer depending on how much wheat I need. But you'll see why I'm doing a wheat farm here real soon. If I can make it down the ladder. Skeletons are kicking your butt. This,
yeah, just, when you fall and there's 5 of them,
This is why I have the wheat farm. I have an enormous number of cows under here because I need an enormous amount of leather. So I am breeding them all to the point of lagging the server all to hell, and then I'm going to kill them all at once and see just how much leather I get. Looking at my...
Exactly is this?
You have to go down in my mine. It's the first door on the right. And then I've got a bunch of sheep too because I'm going to be doing a lot of building, and I want wool because wool is a nice building material because you can dye it. It's amazing. I was AFKing down here for a couple of hours, and I come down here and the server CPU just jumps. But I haven't noticed any major lag issues yet. It's over here. I wanted to see just how far I could push it, so I pushed it. This is mass farming. There's 200 entities according to my, or no, there's 111 entities just in this farm, just in this pod, just in the cows. And then I've got like 60 in the sheep pen.
Yeah, and you gave me grief last time for trying to breed a whole bunch of cows. This is not exactly...
You did it overworld, but yeah, I know, I gave you a bunch of grief. Hey, they killed all the grass. I have so many sheep, they killed all the grass. Wow. I knew it would be bad, but this is ridiculous. I need to probably kill a lot of the sheep.
They did kill all the grass. Oh, that's funny.
That's crazy. I knew it was gonna be. I probably need to make them go above ground. Someone blew up my damn farm up there. I had a small couple of stables over behind K's, and someone blew, like, they cut the fence, and all the animals got out. So next time I logged in, I had no animals, and I went to a lot of trouble to breed them all. So it took me for freaking ever to get them. So that's why I brought.
I don't know. Maybe something blew up.
I don't know. You know what? You know what? It was right over here, and I covered up this little water feature that we've got going back here. I covered this up, and when I logged back in, it was all uncovered, as if I had never covered it in. So I'm wondering if a world save failed, and I had my the server decided to do a quick recover, or it lagged, or it was lagged out while I was building, and then it didn't save the world, and it went reverted back to what it was before. But the fences were still there, all but like corner blocks. So, oh, hey, skeleton.
Side of your farm.
What was that? Ow.
Show me exactly what you were talking about. I'm out over here by Kay's house.
Hang on. I'm being shot at. I've got skeletal problems. There we go. Skeletons. I hate them. I can't stand skeletons. What was that?
Is that
Right here.
virtually or literally?
Both. I did something on my back again earlier this week, and it's been irritated. My hips. This area right here, this little water feature, I covered all this over. I just capped it, and I left all the water here, but I capped it. And I did my two little farms, or my two little stables. Like one was right here, and the other was like right here, like over on top of the water. And the corner blocks were cut. And then this was all uncovered, as if I had never covered it, and it was exactly like this when I covered it, and then it was back to this again when I logged back in the next time. So I'm wondering if the server failed to save, like do a world save, and then it restarted itself, and it reverted back to what was there. I'm wondering. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and
You know
just
what?
force a world save.
Just to be honest, I didn't even know that there were farms here until you told me just now. I didn't even know you had farms in this area, and I'm playing on the server all the time.
I don't know. It was weird because I had my two little. They were small. I only had like 4 animals each, but I mean,
Well,
it
trust
pissed
me,
me
if they
off.
were there.
It wasn't me.
Okay, well that's fine. We don't exactly know what happened.
I think it was a server like just lagged out or failed or something. It was weird, but yeah, that was
What if-
some.
Oh, you know what? Mandy says maybe it could have been that wither that's still loose around here somewhere.
I don't think it was a wither. They wouldn't attack other animals, and that's not how withers are. I'm gonna close this gate before I have spiders.
Tana and Oscar, so I really don't know.
I have creepers at the gate.
It was
Really?
attacking both Tana and Oscar, so I really don't know.
That's because they were players. Like they were in like survival mode. They weren't in God mode, and they weren't in adventure mode. So that's why it.
Well, did you want to go ahead and use God mode to fill in this hole, these giant holes here by the town to do that tree farm?
Do you want to go ahead and start work on that, or you mean you said you're willing to put in the time?
Yeah, I don't mind putting in the time. It's just I want to know if I'm doing this in OP mode or not. If not, that's all right. I'll go ahead and grab out the shovel and level me out some dirt.
I'll go ahead and put you in OP. I don't have a problem. We made the mess in OP, so I have no problem, fixing the mess in OP. I'm gonna go ahead and just do a temp OP mode. When you log back out and log back in, it's gonna force you back to survival. So I'm just gonna warn you there.
That's fine. Hey, there's a creeper on top of my flag.
Now the creeper.
There's probably one inside your chest room too. All right, did that work?
Yes, it did. I am going to kill that creeper.
All right, you do that. I'm going to work
You know
on
what?
my farm.
I'm gonna take a screenshot of that.
Take a screenshot of the creeper on your. Can you send that to me? Do you know how to
Yeah.
access your screenshots, right?
Yeah, it's just in the screenshot folder in the app data.
I can never find my app data. I have to go to my texture pack folder and then navigate from there. I can never get to my app data from Finder. Or from Explorer, rather. It's weird.
I have a couple of shots. Yes?
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick cut over because I've just now realized we're not making a whole bunch of progress and I'm starting to run out of time and space for this episode to be recorded. So I'm going to do a quick jump cut when I have an area laid out for a tree farm and I have decided what kind of trees I'm going to do. I'm probably going to do oak. So I'm going to do a quick jump cut and we'll see you all in a moment. Okay, so I'm going to make a quick cut. I'm actually out of time for this episode, but I'm going to make this quick cut to see I did find an area for the tree farm. Phantom has since left the game. It's been a couple of days since that last cut. I never did get around to finding an area, but I'm actually going to do it out on the outskirts past the train station over here. There's a lot of flat ground. I can do a minimal bit of terraforming, and I can get some progress made. So I am going to run back inside because it is raining, and it looks like it's getting dark soon. And it's just a bad time to record. So I do apologize about the rain. It seems to rain a lot on my server, and I really just don't want to go to turn the rain off, because something just, I kind of like the rain. But I am going to leave you at that. Have a good one. Thanks for watching the episode. If you liked the episode, leave me a like. Feel free to leave a comment. And if you really enjoyed the episode, hey, the rain's gone. If you really enjoyed the episode, feel free to subscribe. As subscribes are always appreciated. So, with that being said, I leave you to it. Have a good one. Take care, be awesome, and game funly. Yeah. So, have a good one. See you later. Bye.